Hey, Beth and I want to talk about some of the common attacks that you could end up facing when you face a really bad person who wants to hurt you. And today we want to talk about the front choke. And you know what? A lot of times people think that the front choke happens like way out from here, right? Somebody puts their hands on them, but that's not the reality of it. I mean, nobody chokes like this. If there's intention that somebody really wants to hurt you, they're going to grab you right by the throat. So there's a couple of things that we want to watch for. And remember, your hand should always be up at this point. When we're trying to see someone who's about to attack us, there's going to be subtle movements in their body. When somebody comes at you who's going to choke you, you're going to start seeing movements like this back and forth. You're going to see the shoulders rise, because this becomes a power movement before they end up grabbing. So you could be watching and you're going to see that happen. Understand though, if our hands are up, right, and I'm here and I'm arguing and I'm going in to choke you, you should be able to throw your hands right in and connect. So we're here, the choke, there's the hit. If your hands are down though, and again, understand, and we see a lot of self-defense videos and instructors where they show choke escapes from somebody way back here, and then somebody will raise their arms up in the air and they spin around, or they try and chop their arms down and they try and get away. The reality doesn't work, because here's what happens. The choke from here, there is no removing yourself. You may end up on the ground, you may end up in a tussle, but if your hands are up, you can strike forward, boom. Even if your hands are not up and somebody comes in and chokes you, couple things you need to understand. A choke is someone's attempt to take your life. A choke is an attempt from somebody to gain control, to rape you, hurt you, and you have every right to defend yourself with as much force as possible.
But we're looking at it as a crime of passion, emotion, rage, whatever it is. There's the person they're strangling you. So it's not Frankenstein style strangulation from a, So if he comes in like this, my hands are here, reflexively speaking, every human being, especially if the assault was sudden and explosive, is going to be doing this, especially with this crushing in. Now, strangulation takes a while. Could take 40 seconds, a minute, depending on the struggle, how deep the thumbs are getting, how bad the individual is pushing, right? So it could take a bit. It could also be fast. But reflexively, most people's hands are going to come here and they're going to try to take those hands off. It's just a reflex reaction during a high-stress situation where somebody is trying to kill you, okay? It's not practicing in a martial arts school, okay? We're not doing that. That doesn't work, okay? Especially if somebody's trying to kill you. And they're not going to be standing like Chris is standing here. They're going to be pushing forward. So you're going to be going downwards. Or they're going to be on top of you and you're going to be on the ground. Right? So you're looking at that. You're not looking at, okay, do your move. It's very different when there's rage and emotion behind it. So as soon as, now, if the individual is following the principles that are taught prior to the contact stage, and we're in a situation where they're being aggressed, and confronted, their hands should be up here. So if that double-handed strangulation come up, they literally should be going right in, striking, tearing, and ripping the moment they see, well, that. Because this is how a strangulation is going to start. The person's not going to be down here going, hey, how you doing? Having a good day? Boop. Okay? It's going to be like, huh. So if I want to strangle him and I'm really angry, this starts to happen. This. Okay? So the chest starts to flare out. The teeth are clenched. There's a lot of pre-contact indicators there. The hands are reaching. The shoulders are coming forward. Everything is barreling through. You haven't gotten grabbed yet. Okay? So all this starts to happen. So if my hands are here and I see all this body language, this should be the response. Strike, rip, tear relentlessly. Let's say you were caught off guard. You froze for a second. Boom, he landed. Your hands came here. You went, oh my God, this isn't working. Right into the face. Immediately. Claw, gouge, tear, palm, rip. Slam a forearm strike, a hammer fist, a palm strike, grab. chew, rip, hammer the head into the wall. Anything, everything. There's no rules here. He's trying to kill me, okay? This is what's going on. He's trying to strangle me. So my response is feral and brutal, and I'm doing everything within my power to stop him from strangling me. You're looking at a husband doing this to a wife. You're looking at an adult doing this to a child. A man doing this to a woman. A man doing this to a much weaker man. You're not going to find a really big, strong... No one's going to go to the Terminator and try to strangle him. You don't pick a fight with somebody you think can take you, right? So people, if they picked on you, they deemed you as a victim. They see you as weak. They already see you as that. So I'm attacking. As soon as the hands come up here, if I didn't get into this, if I didn't start striking right away, my reflexes, oh my god, and then I can't lift the knee because there was a lot of forward pressure here, and I'm starting to loop. I go right here, and I start to rip, tear, claw, gouge. Now, the second he starts to back off, I rip into him. I will grab. If I can throw a knee, if I remember the knee, throw it. Here's an elbow, here, a hammer fist, a palm strikes. It doesn't... I will chew my way through him, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Cause pain. But what they can do is strike the face immediately and just start clawing, ripping, and tearing like a wild monkey, a cat, whatever it is. Rip, shred, tear, claw your way out of this. You want to be Fluffy the cat. Mark McYoung had an analogy called Fluffy the cat. You want to be like this 10-pound cat. If you manage a 10-pound cat that hasn't been declawed, if you ever try to take it and put it into a tub of water, well, you want to be that cat. If you've never tried to do that, give it a shot, and then you want to be that cat. Okay? So that's exactly what it is. You want to claw, rip, and tear your way out of that situation, Tasmanian devil style.
You want to take your partner, take control of the throat, and be like you really want to see the pain and hurt that's being caused, because that's what happens. The drill now from this point starts with the hands being up, contact with the face, and you want to step forward and claw and drag and tear and rip all the way down. Oh. Or we can now do it with the hands down. So again, the choke and the grab, hands come up and immediately start striking and clawing and raking and pulling and tearing. Couple of things to remember. If you're the person being struck, keep your eyes closed. Natural response on these kind of hits is to turn your face sideways. So don't be afraid when the person, your partner, is striking you that you keep your face sideways, because that's going to happen in real life. So there's your drill for your choke escape. It's real simple, and you know what? We don't have to do any of this hokey stuff where we put our hands up and we spin around and we try and make ourselves safe, because that just doesn't work.